This is me 3 months ago, and this is me now. I've lost 60 pounds since I started this transformation journey, but then I saw this Mr. Beast video, and I thought to myself, I think I can beat the Beast. His video did exactly what I think he was hoping for. It inspired me, it challenged me, and now it created their biggest enemy. All jokes aside, the dude in the video, Madge, is awesome. His passion, drive, ambition, and kind-heartedness really shined through. So I came up with an idea. I started actively trying to lose weight on May 6th. That was 90 days ago. Madge, with the help of Mr. Beast and all of his assets, lost 100 pounds in 178 days. So, if I want to beat that, if I want to beat Mr. Beast at his own game, I'd have to lose 40 more pounds in the next 87 days or less. So I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I will lose 100 pounds faster than Madge did in Mr. Beast's video, and I will do a daily vlog until the goal is achieved. Let's dive into today's video. What's up, everybody? It is August 5th, Tuesday, 2025, and the Beat the Mr. Beast challenge continues. I was thinking about something like what made that video super special. Sorry, I'm kind of like, I'm a new YouTuber trying to get views, trying to get followers, trying to get people to care about what I'm doing. Right now, obviously, it's about me and doing it for myself, because it's definitely soul crushing to put hours and hours and days and maybe even weeks into a video and then nobody watches it. That's pretty rough, but if you frame it about a process for yourself, like whether it's keeping a diary of your life so that you can look back at it later and remember things fondly, or even remember the emotional lows or highs, or right now how I'm framing it with this challenge. Like, one, I really want to try to transform my body, my mind, my spirit, all that stuff, and I want to see what am I capable of if I put everything into something. And I also want to challenge myself into doing something daily, because being a creative guy, being a designer and all that stuff, I'm always crushed with perfectionism, and that perfectionism can easily turn into being lethargic or procrastinate. So this whole Beat the Mr. Beast challenge, I hope it can inspire people, and I hope people start watching these videos and start caring and maybe even want to change their life. But for now, it's all about trying to help myself build discipline and kind of get rid of my perfectionism, and to see if I can transform my body and my mind. But anyways, my gosh, I kind of went on a complete tangent. That's not even what I wanted to talk about. So Mr. Beast's video, I think one thing that made it really special, not just Madge, who was awesome, and you felt that emotional connection with him through his ups and downs. I don't want to spoil Mr. Beast's video, but it's definitely emotional. Something else that I think my challenge is missing is like a big reward at the end. Honestly, I'm perfectly fine and happy with the small rewards of seeing my weight drop every day or every other day, or getting stronger, or feeling healthier, not having back pain or neck pain. Like, those to me are not like small little things to overlook. They're huge. They're huge rewards for the hard work that I'm putting in. But I think for YouTube's sake, and potentially when I do start struggling really hard, I might need a North Star big reward at the end of the video if I do actually achieve my goal. So that's kind of fun, because it kind of led me to daydreaming a little bit about what do I really care about, what do I really want, what are some pie in the sky. I would never do it because it just seems like way too indulgent and stuff. I'm such a frugal guy. I'm such a penny pinchery, invest for the future kind of guy. So it's hard to get myself to splurge, unless it's like tech. I like tech. Okay, but anyways, so I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm gonna try to nail down like what the big reward is at the end of this. Like if I can beat Mr. Beast and lose 100 pounds before his guy did. But one of the things that came to mind, and I don't know if it's going to be the thing, actually two things came to mind. So potentially, if I can do this and I can hit 100 pounds lost before the end of October, and so it's kind of hard to say, to be honest, because it's a bit, it puts me in a vulnerable, you know what, whatever. This channel is all about vulnerability and authenticity, so I'll just say it. I have been thinning, like balding, since I was like 22. I remember when I was 22, I was wearing my hair like a faux hawk, so I couldn't really tell that I was kind of thinning on the sides. And then at that time, my girlfriend wanted me to grow my hair out, so I was like, all right, I'll grow my hair out. And I grew it out, and my head was patchy. I had no idea. I was like, oh my god, like I'm 22, like what the heck? So yeah, I started like putting Rogaine on my head because I didn't know what else to do. And I don't want to sound like I'm not living in reality and like, no, my hair is fine, because I know it's thinning. But I'm also like super thankful that I noticed at 22, because I think it slowed it down. I'm not sure, you guys can be the judge of that, but yeah, so I started thinning at 22, and then it just stopped. I started using minoxidil, I don't know how to pronounce it, minoxidil and finasteride and stuff like that. So my hair kind of like slightly slowed down in thinning. And I've always, not always, but after 22, fantasized about getting like a hair transplant, you know, like the ones where they pull your healthy hair out the back of your head and plug it into your front of your head so that it's actually your hair and all that stuff. And every so often I'll see videos on YouTube or Reddit, because they know me, they know what I want, and they'll hit me with, you know, Turkish airlines or Turkish companies where they can fly you out there and give you a hotel and then drive you to the clinic and get your hair transplant, and relatively cheap compared to America, you know. So I think that might be like a cool goal or a cool reward if I can do this. Then I think it might be like the full aesthetic, you know, visual transformation, and if I could have my full head of hair again, because I would, yeah. Fun fact, in 8th grade, right before I went to high school, you know, when you get like who's most likely to do this, or best this, or funniest that, if I remember correctly, I know one for sure, but I think I got like 3. One was most artistic, one was funniest, and the third one was best hair, ironically enough. And that was because in 8th grade, I would just wear my hair in like totally different ways every so often, just for fun, you know. Like sometimes I would do my hair the way other kids would do their hair, so I was doing like impersonations of other classmates, which people thought was hilarious. But anyways, yeah, so that could be a possibility of like, if I can hit 100 pounds lost before the end of October, maybe I fly out to Turkey and get my hair transplant that I've always wanted. And that's a pretty big one. That's cool. The second thing that I was thinking about was, I've only been to the Philippines once. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I could barely really remember it. So, you know, when I tell people that, a lot of people will be like, that means you never been, or like, oh, or people are just surprised I've never been to the motherland or the home, you know, and all that stuff. So I'm gonna be taking my parents to the airport tomorrow, because they're gonna go back, because they live out there, they retired out there, but they come visit here a lot. And I was talking to them, seeing like, because every single time I see them, they always ask, like, when are you gonna visit? You can stay with us, you know, like we have like 7 bedrooms and we can take care of you, and you know, lodging will be free, and you can check out Boracay and all those other beautiful islands and stuff. So maybe, because according to my parents, the best time to visit the Philippines is like November, December, January, because it's not as hot. So maybe if I hit my goal, I'll go to the Philippines and spend maybe like a week or 2 out there. And then I've always wanted to go to like Thailand, Singapore, Bali, Indonesia, you know, South Korea. A big dream of mine was to go to Japan, and I went to there last year. That was amazing. I could never want to, that's one of my favorite places I've ever been to, honestly. Other than maybe like Greece and Portugal, it's definitely top 3. But I've always wanted to do kind of like a East Asian trip, and it's kind of cool to go to the Philippines because it's like a nice hub that's close to all of them. So that could be also the big reward as well if I can hit my goal. So we'll see. Those 2 are pretty cool. They might be too big, I don't know, or they might not be big enough, I don't know. So, but I'll probably update the intro to these daily vlogs once I finalize what I want to set as the big goal. But yeah, I also kind of, even though I really want to do the hair transplant thing, a part of me struggles with that because, you know, I think accepting who you are and what God made you like is like super important. So like, I got a big funny nose, and for a long time I've always wanted to get a nose job, but quickly into my 20s I like embraced my goofy big nose, and I wouldn't alter it ever, you know, because it's me. But at the same time, reading so many other people's experience of what they went through after they did a hair transplant and their hair started growing back, it really sounds life-changing for them in terms of like confidence and comfortability in their own skin. So maybe it's not too much of a oh my god, you must hate yourself, you know, like maybe it's not too bad, but still think about that. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy this hot tub, get some swim on, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Just finished 25 laps. I think I went faster than last time. Yeah, we got 38 minutes, 50 lengths, which is 25 laps, 647 calories burned, potentially. Feels good, feels good. Stretch out in the jacuzzi and then get a little walk in. It might be already obvious, but I'll not wear my hat right now so you can kind of see a little bit more obvious how my hair is thinning, why I'm so like obsessed, or not obsessed, but why I kind of have the idea of flying to Turkey and getting a hair transplant as the big reward. Yeah, so it kind of thinning up in the front. I actually have no idea what it looks like in the back. I probably am thinning in the back too, I don't know. But yeah, it's just such a weird thing. I don't know if like women will go through what guys go through, but like there'll be times where I'll think to myself like, yeah, doesn't look that bad, you know, looks pretty good. And then other times it'll be like, oh my gosh, I am like bald, I'm like 100% bald, what the heck. That probably is maybe tied to lighting, to be honest, because some lighting it doesn't look too bad, and then other lighting it looks really bad. Or just maybe having a good hair day, I can kind of cover it up a little bit better. Or having a bad hair day, maybe the wind is... I remember seeing a TikTok or Instagram where it was like dudes with like thinning front hair, like their worst enemy is the wind, because you know we all have our hair kind of pushed a little forward and a little up, and then as soon as it's a windy day it's like whoosh. It was a really funny video, but yeah, so I've kind of like say like 80% accepted it, but at the same time it's not stopping me from wanting to do everything I can to make sure I hang on for dear life the hairs that I do have. So like I said earlier in the jacuzzi, I was thinning at 22, so I guess I could be like the silver lining and like the way I can have gratitude is the fact that it's been 16 years since then and I still have hair. You know, not that much, but it's still there. I remember I went through a season where I shaved my head because I thought, like, this is it. Like, it's probably just gonna keep going back and back. I'm gonna have a 5 head or 6 head, whatever. But then, I don't know, I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna grow it out again, see what it looks like. And it's just weird, man. I feel like it's tied to how I'm feeling, you know? Like, if I'm feeling like crap, I think my hair looks bad. Or if I'm feeling great, I think my hair looks great. Or vice versa. Sometimes having a good hair day will make me feel great. And other times having a bad hair day will make me feel crappy. Oh, okay, in case you're wondering why is this dude completely out of breath when he's just walking on a treadmill? Right now I'm doing Japanese style walking. I did a video on it in July and it's been great. I know it's kind of a fad and a lot of people are talking about it, but I tested it out for myself. It was working out great, so I'm gonna continue to incorporate it into my workout regimen until, I don't know, it shows that it's not working. But I can't imagine it not working because, you know, the kind of basic theory behind it is pretty sound. Japanese walking is essentially just like HIIT cardio or interval training, where you do 3 minutes of a high intensity version of walking and then a 3-minute low intensity version of walking. And then you do that 5 times. That'll give you a 30-minute walking session that gets your heart rate up and down and up and down, intensity up and down, up and down. The theory is that that's better for you in terms of weight loss, fat burning, getting you into the proper zone. Not the proper zone, but like the zone where fat burning is more statistically higher. I don't know, but it makes it funner for me. So, and some people like to go slow walk and then fast walk. So let's say like 2.5 miles per hour to like 4 miles per hour. I like to go incline and then flat. Incline just challenges my body in a different way. I don't know what it is, but if ever I do a hike or if I do stairs or I do incline walking, my heart just poof, 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 which feels great. Like, I mean, obviously it's more tiring for me, but I like it. And you know, if you've seen my other daily vlogs, just ignore this part because it's literally what I say every single time I start Japanese walking. Because I know there's a lot of you guys that are new, that have no idea who I am or what I'm doing. So I do every time I walk, which I'll do probably like, now I'm kind of at 3 sessions of walking throughout the day. Like whenever I feel lethargic or tired, instead of grabbing coffee or caffeine, I'll just take a walk. So I'll do this maybe like 3 times a day, sometimes 4, if I'm too lazy to go outside and get some fresh air. But yeah, so it's been really working. And you know, doing this 3 times a day and walking my dog, I easily hit like 15,000 plus steps a day, and half of those steps are vertical incline. So part of why or how I'm losing so much weight every day, or every whew. All right, so now I'm on rep 2 of Japanese style walking. Time flies, honestly, and I love like breaking a bigger thing down into smaller chunks. So when I think, my brain just sees like 5 intervals, easy peasy, right? Quickly I'll be like at 3 out of 5 and I'm already halfway done. I didn't even think about it. Versus when I'm doing like steady pace walking for like an hour, it's kind of easy to get really bored. Like I really gotta tailor what podcasts or YouTube videos I'm planning to watch for that hour, because unless I'm being distracted by a beautiful landscape of color during sunset or sunrise, it's pretty easy to get bored. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish up this walk and then I'm gonna do my weigh-in for the day right before I take my protein powder, because probably be when I'm the lightest right before breakfast. So I'll weigh in after this walk, and then we'll see where we're at. I'm hoping for 210, I think is the goal or the hope. But honestly, one thing that's different between this video and Mr. Beast's video, I mean, obviously his was a compilation of 178 days into one long ass video. And mine is gonna be a daily vlog of every single day for the next 80 plus days until the end of October to see, can I beat Mr. Beast? Can I use Madge as inspiration and as competition? And can I lose 100 pounds faster than Mr. Beast could? Or not Mr. Beast, but faster than Mr. Beast and his entire production and team could help someone else do. So, their video, he weighed Madge every month or every 30 days. So honestly, that's like a good and a bad thing, because on the good thing, sometimes it's unhealthy to weigh yourself every single day. Sometimes your weight goes up even though you had a great day yesterday. Sometimes your weight will not go down even though you're doing great. It can be extremely encouraging or discouraging, and weighing yourself, giving yourself a little bit more time in between, you'll be able to fully see the difference that your hard work is hopefully earning. So it's kind of a good thing to not weigh yourself so much, but it's also kind of a bad thing, because if you're not dialed in, which in the Mr. Beast case, they had everything dialed in for him. He just had to have the willpower and the willingness to accept the help. But if you're on your own like me, could be a bad thing weighing yourself in so infrequently, because you might need to make tweaks or adjustments to your sleep, to your exercise, to your eating habits, because it may not be working, you know. And if you're only checking in every 30 days, you might be going 29 days on the wrong path, or maybe not the wrong path, but not the best path. So anyways, I'll be weighing myself in every single day so that you guys can see the impact it has, how I make any tweaks if I do need to. You guys will see what cheat meals end up doing to my weight, and how I'm able to handle or not handle the disappointments when my weight goes up, or the disappointments when a bunch of hard work and my weight stays the same. You'll also, the best part of the Mr. Beast video is you guys will also hopefully get to see when I do hit my milestones and I do hit goals, the excitement and the I just remembering Madge, like every single time he weighed himself in, he would lose like whatever, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, and he would just scream like, ah, yeah, let's go. And he would pick up anybody around. It's so funny. There's some people that obviously were excited and didn't care, and there were some people like Mr. Beast or something where you can see it's kind of like, okay, please don't pick me up. You can kind of see it in their face, but his enthusiasm, excitement, and passion was so infectious. Thing is, for me, if I'm doing this every single day, it'll be less infectious, obviously, but I think it's pretty, I want to do something slightly different. I don't want to do the exact Mr. Beast video, obviously. So I think there'll be some value to people out there. Some of you guys out there will appreciate seeing the day-to-day wins and losses of someone trying to make a big difference in their life. So anyways, I've been talking way too much. I'm gonna finish up this walk, weigh myself in, and then get my first meal of the day in. Catch you guys in the next part. All right, just finished my Japanese walking session. Right before I take my first meal of the day, let's do the weigh-in. Let's see where we're at. Hoping for 210. Be cool if we see 209, but yeah, hoping for 210. We'll put the camera down, get the weigh-in. Nice. 209.8. So this is what 209.8 looks like. I want to document everything. Sometimes the scale is gonna lie to us. Sometimes the scale is gonna go up, it's gonna go down, it's gonna go all over the place, and we might feel discouraged or encouraged. But one thing that's not gonna lie is photos, videos. I might even start like measuring things in the future, I don't know. But for now, we'll get some quick video of what I'm looking like so I can compare progress over time. There's a little bit more light in this room. Get a little side profile. Yeah, time to eat breakfast. I'm starved. All right, this is today's lunch. I just combined canned tuna with mayonnaise, half non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm trying to get all the way full replacement of mayonnaise, but I had some mayo left over. I'm trying to go through that. And also it just tastes better with mayonnaise. But honestly, the more non-fat Greek yogurt you use, the healthier, like way less calories, and it has a bunch of protein. But if it doesn't taste as good as you want it to, or it just doesn't taste like tuna salad, do half and half, or maybe even start with like a quarter non-fat Greek yogurt and 3/4 mayonnaise, and then kind of work your way to half mayo, half Greek yogurt, and then potentially you might go 3/4 Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt, plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and 25% or 1/4 mayonnaise. But doing it like half and half the way that I'm doing it here, it's still, to me, it tastes exactly like what I think tuna salad's gonna be like. I added a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, and a touch of MSG because I love MSG. It brings out the flavors. Don't listen to the haters. There's nothing wrong with it in moderation. And then tuna, it just has freaking macros of the gods. We're talking like, let's look at the can. It's absolutely insane, and you should definitely be incorporating canned tuna in water into your diet if you're trying to lose weight. Look at this. For the whole can, it's 2 servings, so 90 calories times 2, 180 calories. And you're getting 18 times 2, 6 grams of protein for 180 calories. That's absolutely bananas. That's better than, you know, whey protein powder. And of course, it tastes better. So that with a little bit of mayo, a little bit of non-fat Greek yogurt, you're still gonna be sub 500 calories, but you're gonna be getting in with the non-fat Greek yogurt and the 36 grams from the tuna, you're probably gonna be getting close to like 45 to 50 grams of protein for less than 500 calories. And then of course, you know, I air fried the cabbage and onion. Those are practically negligible calories. A little spritz of avocado oil maybe adds a little, maybe like 20 to 50 calories, but still, this meal is probably sub 500, and you're getting a whole lot of fiber, a whole lot of goodness. It's gonna taste amazing. And I like to do this. Sometimes I'll just grab a handful of arugula or baby spinach and throw it in instead of cabbage. But today I was kind of feeling like air frying some cabbage and onions. So I'm gonna enjoy this meal, and yeah, I'll probably catch you guys on the treadmill again. All right, Tuesday coming to an end. So this is the end of Tuesday. My parents came over, which was really nice. This is their last night in the Philippines. I'm gonna take them to the airport tomorrow morning to LAX. So we had Taco Tuesday. I tried my best to keep it manageable by like eating less for lunch. And then I also, like, you know how street tacos typically, they're small, and for some reason they always have like 2 tortillas per taco. So I tried to take every double tortilla off so that it was just single tortilla. That was my best attempt at like saving calories and carbs while kind of pigging out on tacos. I ate 10 tacos. So tomorrow's weigh-in might be a little rough, we'll see. But I think I need to just hit the sack a little early because I got to get up real early if I want to swim before I have to take my parents to the airport. So yeah, Tuesday done. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.